Execute. If we executed, there was always one person doing something wrong. Always one person doing something wrong. Nobody was ever in sync doing it. As you well know, winning is not a rite of passage. That was last year's team. This is this year's team. We need to pick it up. We need to pick it up.
Was it things that obviously concerns you, but does it not concern you from something that's a teaching standpoint or something just mechanics?
Same place. I think, same place. It hadn't changed. I think it was a lack of mental focus, in my opinion. You got to actually, when you go out there and play, we want to put our kids in a position where they can make plays, where they have the opportunities to make them. And that's something that didn't happen. We either had one guy doing something wrong every play, and that's not good. You can't have it. You just can't have it. It doesn't go into age or anything like that. You just accept it or don't accept it. As soon as we find somebody that can, we go grade the film, find a guy that can do it, we put that guy out there. That's simply the gets. Now, if you don't want to win, you put the guy out there. We want to win, and I think our kids understand that too.
You got your scrimmage still a couple of days away as far as the main big scrimmage of the fall. What do you go into that scrimmage looking to see from your guys?
Execution. Just execute the play. In a football game, opportunities come about, and you have to take advantage of those opportunities. You can't put a kid in that situation until you scrimmage or go live, and then you really find out what they can or can't do. The film doesn't lie when you turn it on. It becomes more of a reaction than a thinking process. And I guess the frustrating thing about today was it wasn't that we just added a bunch of new plays, and so we got to get better at executing.
You think people were tired? Why?
It's football. It's two-a-days. Who isn't? I don't mean to be rude, but who isn't? I mean, we're going to be tired in the game. Can't use that as an excuse. That's when they start falling to that, that's not good now. You got to suck it up and go now. I mean, this is a big boy league. This is not one of them. We can rest 2 plays and go out there. You better not rest at all in this league. Now, you got to go play.
Not so much on today's practice. Obviously, you and Coach Mullen weren't pleased at all with the offense, but for the most part of camp, how have the other quarterbacks, Tyler and Dylan, pushed Chris?
I think they pushed him a bunch. Tyler 2 days ago had a really good day. I mean, it was high completion, and really did a nice job. Today he forced some stuff he shouldn't have forced. Telling them at point blank. And Dylan made some plays. I mean, you watched him out there. I watch the film and watch what happened, and I'll see what happens. He ran around and made some plays, and Chris at times did really good, and other times he didn't. So inconsistencies will get you hurt. You got to be consistent. And we've got a lot in, and that's still not an excuse either. Don't believe me. It's not like we're splitting atoms out there. I mean, we're calling football plays.
Have you seen separation between Tyler and Dylan for that backup spot?
I haven't seen much of either one. No, I mean it's a situation that we're evaluating every day, and we're going through, and it's made them better. It's made them better competing. It's been up and down. One here, one there, one here, one there.
Coach Mullen said there's a possibility that hadn't happened in practice, but that Jonathan Banks can maybe play some offense. You've seen him playing before. You think he could be a snazzy weapon back there if you guys were able to get him over?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Now, when he first showed up on campus, I told Coach he was a wide receiver, and he said not so fast. He's a good-looking athlete. He really is. He's a special guy.
You'd like to use him at least, maybe?
I like to use any athletes. I'm not. If one of you guys can run, I'll use you.
You have a lot of guys like that are good athletes, were in high school, play different positions. Obviously, you guys have recruited more of that kind of athlete of late. Is that something you go in looking at him, recruiting, looking at a guy that can do different things?
Anytime you're versatile, it increases your ability to get recruited. I mean, once you become one-dimensional, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to recruit you. But once you're versatile, if you can do a lot of things, then you can help this football team in a lot of different ways.
How good is it to have a guy that we don't talk a lot about, but Addison Lawrence on the right side, who's just been, I guess, fairly consistent, and everybody's talking about the left tackle, but he's kind of been an anchor over there for you.
Yeah, I mean, Addison's been around, played a lot of football in the SEC. We know what we can expect out of him and know what he can do. And it's critical to have that experience up front.
He's not necessarily a vocal leader type of guy.
No, Addison's not really a vocal leader. He really isn't. But he's a really good kid and does a good job for him. Any other questions?